Okay, hi everyone. I have just been out and bought one of these lovely things. So I was just going to say a few things about it and open it up and take a look at what's inside. I think probably like a lot of Beatles fans, this is all good, and I haven't been able to resist buying any of these new mixes and box sets as they've come out. And what I've gone for is the what do they call it? It's the 5 LP edition. I must say, when the first ones came out, when Sgt. Pepper and the White Album came out, originally I was going for the CD box set, and I think it's mainly because they had the book inside. With the Abbey Road, I went for the vinyl, and with this one I've decided to go for the vinyl. Really, I think because I've already got the digital version through, using Apple Music and online platforms like that, and it's just nice to have it on vinyl. There's a different sort of feel to the vinyl. And if you're someone like me who in the 70s and 80s grew up with LPs on vinyl, you've also got the nostalgia factor. So I've just opened this. I've just sliced away the wrapper on the side that holds all the goodies. So let's get it open and see what we've got inside. And this, I've got to say, this weighs a ton. I didn't get this delivered. I went to pick it up from my local HMV record store, just because I like the idea of doing that. I've had so much stuff just delivered to me over the last couple of years. I thought, let's just go down and find a copy. I was expecting to find it actually behind the counter. I have to ask for it. This one was out on display, and I could check the box out, and it was all in good order. And I think one of the things that really attracted me about this was getting the hardcover book that comes with I think it's with the deluxe LP set, but you also get it with the CD box set. And what I've also done is ordered the Get Back book, the sort of tie-in to the movie, which I'm hoping to get that delivered to me later in the day. I might just keep that to one side actually for a while. I sort of get into what's in the Let It Be box. I might even, I don't know if I can resist it, I might even wait until November when the Peter Jackson 3-part 2 hour, 2 times 3 hour series comes out on Disney Plus. But this is great accompaniment to listening to the vinyl box set. I think you've got every song here. You've got loads and loads of information, little sort of mini essays really on everything by the look of it that's in the box. Everything that's here, and a lot of this stuff is quite new, I think, to a lot of us. We haven't seen a lot of these photographs, and even some of the versions of the tracks that we're getting on here are really different. Maybe not quite as different as some of us might have hoped for. So we've got the original, or this is the remixed LP, the Giles Martin remix of the original album, and I think he's already said he's trying to keep to the spirit of the Phil Spector production, the 1970 release. I have already listened to this on Apple Music, and I'm really impressed actually with the mix. Everything sounds really, really clean and tidy. So we've got the remixed album. We've got a little advertisement here for the Get Back book, which some of us have already bought. That's the tie-in for the Peter Jackson special. Sounds good to me. And because with the vinyl box set, the book is different to the Get Back book, which is amazing. Actually, what I've got here, let's see if I can just pull this down. I did several years ago. I got a copy of this, and I'm not sure of what the origin of this is. It's probably some sort of copy, but I know with the original 1970 release there was a box set and there was a book included. Now I didn't get this with an LP. I bought this separately. It didn't cost very much money, but I've got a feeling this is the original book, or a copy of the original book that came with the 1970 release, and it's pretty good. There's some good stuff in here, and you've got some transcriptions here of some of the conversations going on. Not as much as I would expect to get with the Get Back Peter Jackson tie-in book. But anyway, this is pretty good. So I've got that. You know, I can always look back at that. So what else comes with the vinyl box set? Well, you get this, which is a sort of gatefold double LP, very nicely presented, and this is the Apple Sessions and Rehearsals and Apple Jams. So these are all the sort of alternate takes of the tracks, plus some sort of speech conversations and some rehearsals. And some of this stuff, a lot of this stuff, I think I might have heard already from different sources, but clearly it's not as good audio quality as what I'm expecting to hear on this one. And you know, there are one or two things I might not have heard before as well. I mean, we all know there's a lot of audio that was recorded that still hasn't seen an official release, and you know, it's not on here. And I think one of the other things that a few Beatles fans were expecting with this box set, it was the full rooftop concert, which you don't get actually. The only thing you get here from the rooftop is Don't Let Me Down. It says the first rooftop performance of Don't Let Me Down. So I think the feeling out there at the moment is that there might be a further release which includes the whole of the rooftop concert. Whether that's going to come out after the Peter Jackson specials have aired in December, who knows? Now the thing that I was really interested in getting with this vinyl box set is this one. This is the 1969 Glyn Johns mix. This was the sort of original mix that was put together the same year that it was all recorded. And remember, it all just sat for the best part of a year. The Beatles weren't that impressed with this Glyn Johns remix, so it was never had an official release. It's the first time it's ever been officially released. I think it has been, some people have had it on bootlegs previously, but they all sound a bit different, and I love the design. It's obviously reminiscent of the Please Please Me album cover, and you know, most of us are familiar with this look because it was on the Blue compilation album that came out in 1973. But all of these mixes are all, you know, officially, this is the first time they've been released, so they all sound good. They sound a bit different, you know, to the versions that we're used to. It's got a much rougher feel to it, much more of a sort of live, almost like rehearsal quality to a lot of the stuff. So you can get an idea why the Beatles maybe felt uneasy with this mix when it came out. And of course you've got all the sort of notes on the back as well, so very reminiscent of the Please Please Me back cover as well. But you've got quite a lot of stuff there. I've never seen any of this, and of course just listening to it, you know, through streaming, you miss out on all this fantastic artwork and, you know, album covers and so on. So that, very much looking forward to giving that a spin in a few minutes. Now the other thing that's in the vinyl box set is this one, which is a bit odd. It's an EP, so it's a 12-inch, but you play it at 45 RPM. And let's just take it out of the sleeve. So nice sort of Apple card sleeve that it comes in, and then inside we've got this. So it looks like an LP, doesn't it? It's actually an EP, and it's an extended play sort of single. Sometimes, you know, the original EPs were sometimes on 7-inch, and you played it at 33 1/3 RPM. This is obviously a 12-inch, and you played at a faster RPM. So this has got on it, it's got Across the Universe, which is the unreleased Glyn Johns mix, and you've also got I Me Mine on here, which is again an unreleased Glyn Johns mix. And on the flip side, you have got the original single version. It's a new mix of Don't Let Me Down, and the same for Let It Be, new mix of the original single version. And you know, the single versions are a bit different to the album versions. I particularly notice it when they bring in the sort of solo, guitar solo and so on. So there you go. That's what's in the box. As I say, it feels like it weighs the same as a few bricks when you pick it up. And I was sort of walking around with it for a good half an hour earlier on today. So I feel like I've given myself a bit of an arm workout doing that. So I'm going to go and listen to it now. I'm going to listen to it. I'm going to flick through this book as I'm doing it. Very much looking forward to that whole experience. The whole box itself is really substantial. I've got to say, it's very, very weighty. And we've got this, the 4 photos you can see through that, and on the back we've got this set up. So pretty substantial. I did think whether I should get it now or just, you know, listen to it for a bit on Apple Music, but I thought no, I want to listen to it on vinyl, get the real deal. Okay, there we go. Hope that's been helpful.